His Chick-On stories we're following for you today on Robert Hood Radio. Pat Pagano's Tri-State forecast, a mostly sunny day today, high near 60. We'll get the full details from Pat coming your way in just a few minutes. Taking a look at stories we're following for you on Robert Hood Radio. The Senate has unanimously approved a measure that would make daylight savings time permanent across the United States next year. The bipartisan bill, named the Sunshine Protection Act, would ensure Americans would no longer have to change their clocks twice a year, but the bill still needs approval from the House and the signature of President Joe Biden to become law. No more switching clocks, more daylight hours to spend outside after school and after work, and more smiles. That's what we get with permanent daylight savings time. That's from Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts, the original co-sponsor of the legislation in a statement. Markey was joined on the chamber floor by senators from both parties as they made the case for making daylight savings time permanent would have a positive effect on the public health, the economy, and even cut energy consumption. The murder conviction of Patel has been upheld by the High Court. In a story in the Republican American, in a unanimous decision released on Tuesday, the state's highest court endorsed the appellate and superior court findings that Hiral Patel was justly convicted as a co-defendant in the 2012 murder of Luke Vitalis and Sharon. Defense attorney Richard Emanuel argued on behalf of Patel before the Supreme Court in February that his client was denied his constitutional right to face an accuser who put him at the scene. He and his cousin were co-defendants convicted of murder, home invasion, and robbery. He was sentenced to 35 years in prison, and his brother to 40 years. Ruth Epstein spoke to the top students at Housatonic Valley Regional High School, and they're both happy. In a story in the Republican American, Josie Marks and Avery Tripp are happy they chose to attend Housatonic Valley Regional High School. In an area where there can be a pull to seek secondary education at one of the several private schools, they opted for Housatonic and have had successful experiences, ranking first and second respectively in the class of 2022. Marks, the valedictorian from Salisbury, said, quote, "I really believe that no matter where you go, it's what you make it," end quote. And salutatorian Tripp agreed, saying, quote, "There are lots of opportunities here to take advantage of," end quote. Good news out of Massachusetts. The Williamstown Theater Festival is returning. It's a shortened season, this 2022, featuring 3 productions. It'll be at the 62 Center for Theater and Dance. The season, first held indoors since 2019, will feature Most Happy in Concert on the main stage and 2 new productions, the comedy A Man of God and a festival commissioned We Are Continuous on the Nikos stage. So meetings going on in and around our tri-state region for today. In Sharon, the Board of Selectmen have a meeting at 3, Conservation Commission at 7:30. In Salisbury, at 5:30, the Economic Development Commission, and at 5:30, the Salisbury Fire Commission. In North Canaan today, the Budget Workshop with the Board of Finance at 7:30. In Cornwall, the Board of Education has their meeting via Zoom tonight at 4:15. In Kent, the Board of Education Community Relations Committee meeting being held today at 12:45. And in Sheffield, the Housing Production Plan Committee meeting is at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Northeast has a special town board meeting today. Pine Plains, the regular meeting of the Board of Education will be in person at the library of the Sissing Mountain Senior High School at 7 p.m. It'll also be live streamed. And in Dover Union School District, from 6:30 to 8:30, the Harlem Wizards basketball game will be held. Our business brief is underwritten by Morgan's at the Interlaken, interlakenin.com. You'll find them on Facebook and Instagram. They've got specials every day and a tapas menu. Also by Salisbury Bank, salisburybank.com. Dow Jones Industrial Average starts off the day at 33,544.34. The Nasdaq at 12,948.62. And the S&P 500 starts off the day at 4262.45. We'll take a look at the tri-state forecast. That'll come your way in just a few moments.